In today's video, we're gonna try to create a GraphQL or REST API Node.js app using this app called Amplication. Basically, it generates our code automatically. So now let's get into it. Now let's go to this page and click the new app button. And now we're gonna try to use a sample app because it gives a very good view of what Amplication is capable of. So in the overview here, you have all the technology that Amplication is using. So these are very good technology that they're using. And if you go to the entities on the left tab, you see the tables that they have, and this is very similar to what e-commerce usually have. Now we'll try to download the code and see what it has generated for us. Okay, so what we have here is the server and admin UI, and now we'll just try to go to readme and see what we should do. So there are the environment variables for Postgres and server port and secret key, and now we'll try to run it. So go to server and npm install, and I think we would need to have Docker for this, so I already have Docker open. And now just do the command of what they mentioned in the readme. So this is to initialize a database as well as do the migration. And now let's do an npm start. And now let's go to localhost 3000 API. Okay, so we have the sample app here and all the Swagger documentation of the API from the sample app that they have. So from these we have the entities of address, customer, orders, product, and users. So everything is all here. So if we try to execute it, it will give the error of unauthorized. So let's go and log in. So we have a default user that is admin and admin. From this we have a JWT token that we can put into the Swagger authorize, and now every API request will use this token. And now we do a request, it will show an empty list. What is special about this is when we try to create a new entity, so let's say I want to create a new entity here called a support ticket, and then create a new entity, and then put the field, for example, maybe put title in here. And I think we can also try to connect this with GitHub. So I'm gonna try to create a repository for this and commit it and push the branch. Okay, now let's go to select repository, and we have the sample app connected, and let's go and commit changes and build. And now if we go to this link and see the pull request, I think soon we will see a new pull request from this. Yeah, so we got a new pull request. And if you go and look into the file changes, this is automatically generated. So as we had before, we have support ticket. Yeah, but don't mind the typo here for the capital I. But everything here is automatically generated, and the code is just there, and also the Swagger documentation is updated, and we have everything. So let's try to merge this and then go to pull it from here, git pull. And I think we would need to do a database init again. So we have a new table, and let's go to npm start again. Okay, so as you can see, we have a new support tickets, and we try to do a request. Yeah, so we can do a request and got the response, and let's try to get it. Okay, so we got for the response for this as well. So for this basic create, read, update, and delete, Amplication is very good at doing this because as you can see, the API endpoints are generated as well as the Swagger documentation. So this is like the most convenient app I've ever seen to create a backend. And usually we see this in the front end for like drag and drop and add and edit and design the web page. And for the first time, I'm seeing something like this for our backside, and it's very cool. And now we're looking into the admin UI, so let's do a yarn install and yarn start to start the React application. So this is the admin UI of the React app, and let's try to go in here using the same username and password. So yeah, so if you go to support tickets, we have the roles that we created earlier, and everything else is empty except user. And I think just from this, we also have GraphQL, and that's what's special about it. There is Rust and as well as the GraphQL, and you can do a query here as well. So what I can see of what Amplication can do now is very cool. It can generate very good and standard code with up-to-date technology, as well as all the documentation and the structure of the directory, and the authentication with passport JWT, and there's also validators for the code. Everything is very good, and I'm hoping to see more in the future of what it can do. This is the end of the video. Make sure you go to Amplication and give a try yourself and see what you can do with it. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.